Welcome to Alma Wellbeing. My name is Anam, and today I will be guiding you through this 15 to 20 minutes of de stress your mind and your body yoga practice. Go ahead, get comfortable, and come into a seated posture. Take a moment here to connect with your breath and gently close your eyes. Ground yourself into the surface beneath you by coming to notice the part of your buttocks that's touching the floor beneath you, the connection your body is making with the earth, the parts of your feet that are in contact with the surface, and then gently breathing into these parts with the intention of breathing into the ground. As you exhale, slowly feel all the muscles in your body relaxing, letting go of the tension. You can always come back to whatever is keeping you in this energy, this heaviness. For now, just focus on allowing yourself a moment to be free, to be present, and to be grounded. Slow down yourself by slowing down your breath. As you inhale, inhale into the length of your body and gently lift your spine up towards the sky. Feeling this beautiful uplifting energy that comes with the lengthening of your torso. Allow yourself to go deeper as you exhale, elongating your exhales. You may want to bring your attention to the fact if you were to let go of your stress for a moment, how would your body feel without it? Focus on your breath. Focus on how the body expands without the stress. Focus on how the body feels relaxed as you let go of this tension neurologically. Hold on to that feeling as we continue towards our practice. Bring both the hands above your head. Give yourself a nice length here. Lengthening your torso, lengthening all the muscles in your belly, in your ribs. And as you exhale, turn towards the right side. Bring your left hand onto the right knee and take your right hand behind you. We're starting with a gentle twist, as twists are really cleansing in yoga practice. Think about breaking yourself free from that rigid energy as you move your torso in a transverse movement. Inhale, come back to the center. Lift your hands one more time. Lengthening up, up, up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, turn to the left. Sky, I mean. Make your way back to the center. Bring your hands above your head one more time. We're going to interlace our hands and point the four fingers up. And from that place, we are going to take our pointed fingers back towards the room, gently opening the throat and taking your arms back as if someone is holding your pointed fingers and pulling you back up, so lengthening from your chest here, not from your back. Exhale, gently release. Bring both the hands onto your shoulders, and let's start to make some circles with your elbows from out to in, going front to back. Going in the opposite direction now, growing from out to, no, into and then coming back to a center. We're gonna start with a little bit of twisted malasana. So come into a very wide leg position, your toes pointed out, heels wider than your hips. And then see if you can bring your left elbow down, inhale, lift up the right hand up towards the ceiling. Bringing the right hand elbow down and left hand up towards the sky. One more time, the left elbow down. See if you can go any deeper this time. And if you don't, that's okay, because this is just the beginning of your practice. Your body needs time to warm up. And exhale on the other side. One last time, left elbow down, right hand up. I feel like I'm already able to open more with the right hand. Notice if there is any difference in your stretch. And one last time on the right side. Make your way back to the center. Drop both the knees. So if you have knee issues, this can be a little difficult posture. I recommend using a block under your hips and point your feet out, coming into a kneeling position. Bring both the hands above your head and exhale, fold forward. Soften all the muscles, soften the skin around your outer hips. Keep your head between the shoulders as you lead with your heart and walk your fingers forward. Observe the restriction in your sacrum area and breathe into that restriction, allowing your body to soften down towards the mat. With your next breath, walk your hands back to yourself. Bring both the feet together and make your way into an all four position. We're gonna do some spinal waves here. We're gonna lift up into a down dog, push our chest towards our knees, relax our head down towards the mat, bring our heels down onto the mat. And as you inhale, come onto your toes, lift your heels very, very high, maintaining the integrity of your spine. And as you exhale, round your spine, move onto your shoulders, open the chin, drop the knees down, hovering about 1 inch above the mat. And as you exhale, take your hips back into down dog. Breathe in, heels up, coming onto toes, stretching the back of your feet, exhaling, rounding your spine, moving onto your shoulders, and hovering the knees 1 inch above the mat, keeping your core engaged. Breathe in, create a fluid movement here. First, the heels down, hips high. And as you exhale, lift the heels around your spine. Look at the top of your mat. A few more rounds here at your own pace. With the next breath, come to stillness. Look between the hands and bend your knees as much as you can. Then slowly, one step at a time, baby steps, start walking to the front of the mat and come into a gentle forward fold with a slight bend in your knees. We're going to bring our hands, interlace our hands behind our head and allow our spine to lengthen here. You want to think about lengthening your torso down towards the mat, lengthening your spine, softening your belly. With your next breath, gently drop your hands down to your feet. Inhale, come into a halfway lift. As you exhale, fold forward and slowly bend your knees, come back into Malasana. We're going to take one foot back and then the other, make our way back into all fours. And inhale, look up, drop the belly. As you exhale, round the spine. Breathe in, look up. Practicing a few cat and cow movements here. Make your way back to the center. Take your left leg back and bring the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Take your right foot a little bit more back, slide it back. And then if you have the capacity, you can come onto your elbows, or you're absolutely welcome to hold onto your hands to come into your lizard pose. Consciously keep breathing into your body. If you still find your mind wandering, that means that the posture is not challenging enough for you. See what you can do in this moment to make this posture a little more challenging. If you want to go a little bit deeper, perhaps you bend the left knee out to the left, or maybe you can bend your right foot, grab hold of your right foot here. So there are a few options to explore for you to stay mindful, to stay present. And as you inhale, press onto your hands, tuck your back toes, and make your way into down dog position. Pedaling one foot then the other. Kick back with the right foot, bend the right knee and right foot on the outside of your right hand, coming into a lizard posture on the right side. If you stayed on your hands on the left side, stay on your hands, or you are welcome to come down onto your elbows. Then gently make your way back to the center, tuck your left toes, take your front foot back, look between the hands, bend your knees and slowly start to walk once again towards the front of the mat. Feet 2 fists apart, hip distance, grab hold of your opposite elbow and allow your spine once again to flow down towards the ground. With every breath, soften your body down towards your toes. Relax your hands down towards the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. As you exhale, slowly bring the hips down, coming into Malasana. We're not here for too long. You can take 5 cleansing breaths here. With your next breath, bring both the hands down and make your way into one more down dog. Kicking back with the left foot, kick higher, bend the left knee, and bring the left foot to the right hand, bringing the left knee to the left hand. So if this is not possible for you, you can bend your front leg 45 degrees. And if this is not possible also, then you can bend the back knee 45 degrees, come into a deer pose. For the demonstration purpose, I'm going to go for the full posture, pigeon pose. Back leg straight and front foot parallel to the front knee. We're going to start onto our hands, elbow straight. And then gently come down onto the elbows or the hands, depending on your flexibility today. Breathe in, make your way back to the center. Oh, by the way, so if you have really tight hips, this posture can be a little difficult. What you want to do is that in this position, you want to bring like a small, tiny cushion under your left hip so your hips become parallel and it's easier for you to keep that pelvic balance, neutral pelvis. Press into your hands and make your way back into down dog. And then kick back with the right foot. Bring the right foot to the left hand and right knee to the right hand. So for example, probably you will be able to see, understand better. Right now my hips are level, but if you have tight hamstrings, your hips can look like something like this. There will be more weight to the right. So what you wanna, if you place a small cushion under your hip, it would be easier for your hips to be balanced. Lengthen your spine and then come down onto your elbows or stay on to your hands, whichever variation you did on the other side. Once again, bring your attention to your breath and your thoughts. Notice if you're present in your body, and if not, gently come back to your breath. As you started this practice, you made a promise to yourself to allow yourself a moment to let go of the stress you are carrying in your body or your mind. Remind yourself of that gentle, self-compassionate promise. For now, you're here. You can tend to anything that you need to after the practice. The day will wait for you. Make your way back to the center. And as you exhale, take both the knees back. Take your hips back to your heels. And as you exhale, round your spine. Inhale, look up, drop your belly. And as you exhale, take your hips back. Inhale, round your spine, move your chest to your shoulders. Look up, and as you exhale, take your hips back. Breathe in, round your spine. Look up, inhale. And as you exhale, take your hips back. 5 more times at your own pace with your breath. Look between the hands, come back to a seated posture. Swing both the feet forward. We're gonna keep our feet hip distance apart, about 2 fists between the feet. And we're gonna bring our hands about 1 feet away from the body, elbows softly bent. And If you don't have the flexibility, you want to keep your toes a little bit lifted, but if you have the flexibility, you want to keep your toes pointed. So as you can see, I have an injury, but I'm going to try to do this safely. And then inhale, lift up your hips, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now if you want to go a little bit further, you can straighten your legs here, drop your head back, coming into your Parsvottanasana. Reverse plank. You want to squeeze your glutes here, lift your chest, lift your belly a little bit higher. And then exhale, slowly release. Come down to the mat, bring both the knees into your chest, give yourself a nice hug. Then straighten your right leg onto the mat and bring the left knee to the right. Look towards the left. Make your way back to the center. Straighten your left leg, bring your right knee into your chest. And take your right knee out to the left. Extend your right hand at the right shoulder height. Come into your twist on the left side. Make your way back to the center. Extend your feet by your side. Bring both the hands by your hips and go ahead, close your eyes. Breathe into the length of your body. Observing the gentle space that you have created within yourself and around yourself with this gentle practice of yoga. You can allow yourself to rest into this space, rest into this emptiness for a moment, allowing yourself to let go of the weight, the burden you've been carrying with you. Notice how the breath flows so effortlessly in your body as you let go for a moment and shift your focus within. It is okay if your mind wants to wander. Grab onto those floating thoughts and your worries. You can always bring your mind back to your breath. Come back to your center. Come back to being present in this moment. And ask yourself, What is it that I need in this moment? Not talking about an hour after, or tomorrow, or even 5 minutes after. Here and now. What is it that my heart desires in this moment? Breathe into this peace, this serenity that you have created for yourself, and bring both the knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug for being there for yourself, for showing up for yourself, knowing that you have always got you. Turn to the right side and come into a seated posture. Bring both the knees into your lap, onto your knees, and gently close your eyes. Take a moment here to observe how you feel in this moment. Observe the slowdown of your thoughts. Observe the slowdown of your physical body. Any areas where you have created expansion mentally or physically with today's practice, or any areas that feels lighter, that feels calmer. Allow that softness to spread into the rest of your mind and your body. With a gentle smile on your face, bring both the hands above your head. Taking a big breath here, and as you exhale, bring both the hands to your heart center. Set your intention for self-compassion today. Thank you so much for joining me today. Wishing you all a wonderful day ahead.